Have you seen the game from today?
I did. I actually watched today. I had a 3 p.m. call, but it got moved to tomorrow.
What you make of that? The penalty at the end?
I mean, he kind of...
I mean, he nailed him, but like Nuno said, like he's already in his movement. It's not like he can get out the way.
I know, like I don't know where. I think it's just the punch, but I don't know. Those are just that Areola. Whenever he's a little bit crazy when the ball's in the air, man.
Yeah,
he's a little shaky, but that may be the one gets Nuno sacked.
Yeah, they are in trouble, and I feel bad because I had it written down. Like West Ham fans have been let down massively by that club. By the back room and the people who bought them, and so
how
I mean,
long has their like sporting director been there?
I don't know. The people who own it, like Gold and Sullivan, before he died, I think is one of them died, didn't he? And then Karen Brady, they've been there for 10 years, and then they took them into the new stadium, which nobody really wanted, and now they've promised all this stuff that's not happened. And granted, they won the Conference League, but
it's impossible to get owners out, right?
Pretty much, yeah. Unless you can get someone to come in,
like you would never get an NFL owner to sell. Unless it's like they're just cashing out with some big.
Well, that's it. Like they've been trying to get rid of Woody Johnson for God knows how long, haven't they? But that's never going to happen.
No, never.
Like I remember at Liverpool at the end of the early 2000s, so like 2009, 2010. Hicks and Gillette, who were involved with the Canadians and I think the Texas Rangers over here, and they owned Liverpool, and they were driving it into the floor like it was nearly. We were on the brink of being. Damn. Skint before FSG came in, and you were just like, please sell the club, and it was going backwards and forwards, and someone would come in with an offer, and then that offer would disappear, and then it's kind of like what's happening with Everton, you know, like that 777 group came in, they got vetted and they weren't good enough, so they've got someone else in now, thankfully for them.
Well, at least they'd have the vetting process, right?
Well, that's it, because I think there's a couple of people who've gone, well, look what happened to Wigan. Wigan got bought by a guy. He was like a Thai banker or something, but he was an absolute gambler. He'd never been to Wigan before in his life. Gambled away the club. The club went into administration, got basically dropped down the leagues. Yeah, it was a nightmare. And the guy, they never vetted him, really. So it's just sucks. It's just not, it's horrible, especially if you're, you know, like I've got friends who are Wigan fans, obviously, and I used to work for Wigan before I came over here, but it's just sad when stuff like that happens. West Ham, probably the best thing that could happen to West Ham, and it sounds bad, is for them to go down. Hopefully someone comes in and buys them who's going to stabilise them a little bit, and then they work their way back up, because at the moment they're a mess. They've got players who don't want to be there. They're in a stadium that nobody likes. It's just, there's too many things going wrong with West Ham at the moment. I feel, and you just feel for them. Because again,
what's the worst part about the stadium? It's just old.
No, it's not. It's brand new. It's where they did the Olympics, but the problem is it's not. The old ground was kind of like Anfield, like where it's in the middle of an estate.
Yeah.
And they were always saying, well, we can't build on it because of the bus station. Well, the way that things work now, you just figure a way out. Like, because they lost their, they basically lost, a lot of people felt like they lost their identity going to this soulless stadium, retractable seats, and they'll get the atmosphere back. But, I mean, everyone got, and the thing was as well, you know, you have pockets of people, like pockets of season ticket holders. At Bowling Ground, Upton Park, or whatever people call it.
They get priced out?
Not that they got priced out, but they all got split up. So, like, now you've got pockets of people all over the ground, and it's just not the same. So there's no, like I say, there's not much of an atmosphere in there, and fans just don't like it. And plus, you've got to walk. It's a bit of a pain in the ass to get to. There's nothing around it. There's no pubs or anything like that. Like, I say, you go to Anfield, and there's pubs all over the show, so... He's here now, isn't he?
What's happening in the fair?
Whereabouts are you? In the pub?
No, I'm in my in-laws' office space.
Oh, Jesus.
They have a boat company, a marine servicing company. So this is the main office. So I'm not in the house where everyone's sleeping and people are putting babies to sleep. So I'm out here, and it is freezing.
It is chilly down there, I could say. You got the jacket on.
Not warm. Not warm.
Jesus.
I just want to show what this in terms of like dedication when people don't take the podcast seriously when it's on like golf courses in Florida and shit like that. I'm here in the cold in the west of Ireland
in a garage in Mayo.
I don't know when I don't take things seriously.
Who mentioned names? Who mentioned names?
Well, I wasn't on a golf course in Florida, clearly.
What's the crack, lads?
Not much. All the best. Happy New Year.
Yeah, Happy New Year.
Madness, innit?
Anyone do anything fun?
I did fuck all, mate.
You went everywhere?
I flew home, and then got back here about 12 o'clock midday on New Year's Eve. I was asleep by 8:30. Woke up at 7 o'clock. It's the best night's sleep I've had for ages. It's great.
Yeah,
and then
well-
made the way to Mulligan's to watch that bag of shite on New Year's Day. Terrible. Worst game I've seen.
Looking forward to getting to that one.
Yeah, we're horrible. I've got a lot to say.
Honestly, last night my flight was kind of hell. I mean, we left fine, no problem. So I'm sitting in the row right behind the exit row. This guy, probably 5'6", just has to recline his seat all the way back, even though he's in the exit row. I look over and I'm like, he's got his feet dangling, like he's got so much room. It's like, what do you need to fucking lay down? It's like, what are we talking about here? Like, get up. And I'm just like, so I literally like lean in. I'm like, hey, bro, I'm like 6'4". Like, I know you're not that tall. I can see your legs dangling. Like, can we not recline the seat? You're killing me. And he's like, yeah, he did it, obviously, but I was just like, dude, you're fucking killing me, man. Now, like, and I didn't say it for like first like 10, 15 minutes, but then I was like, I gotta fucking say something. And now today, like, my knees, my legs are just like that 15,
And also,
20
you
minutes.
just had a heavy Crimbo. Patience and social endurance was probably at a minimum.
Yeah, I was, and then it got worse because we're on JetBlue. Everyone's TVs are working. My TV broken. Nothing we can do. And then short staff at Newark Airport, so I noticed that, when you're tracking on the map, because that's all I had on my phone to look at, because I had no TV. Basically, there was a map that showed that we were just kind of circling around Newark Airport because they didn't have any gate for us. Then when we get there, we have to go down for 40 minutes waiting for someone to come taxi us in. Like, they're short-staffed. They're like, oh, yeah, it'll be 2 to 3 minutes. Hey, we called, haven't heard back from them. They're short-staffed. We're sorry about this. Probably just be another 10 minutes. 45 minutes sitting there. This is at 10:30 at night, too. Last night.
Horrific.
I was not happy on that flight experience.
I'm nervous tomorrow, man. We're flying over here. We cashed in a ton of points so the baby could have lie downs to fly back, and so our mindset was, if she sleeps properly on the way here, lands, and then she'll adjust accordingly to the time. But there was so much turbulence that we give the baby the bottle, the turbulence for an hour and a half sugar, she threw up the bottle, and the whole flight was just a shit show. So we cashed in all the points and we still didn't get the result, and we haven't slept at all. Like, literally, I've never had such little sleep in my entire life. Like, last night we were staying with my in-laws, were lovely. We're like, now we're getting a hotel, we're getting more space, we'll sort it out. Still went to bed at 5 a.m. like Irish time. Like, it's just been mad. But my nerves are associated to, I have tickets to watch the best club physically on the planet play tomorrow.
Wolves?
Well played. Everton with Wolves at Hilly Dicks for the first time. All my family are coming, the baby's coming, and yesterday the flights from Liverpool, what day is it?
Oh, no.
Oh, there's that crazy storm, isn't there? And you're flying from Knock?
Tomorrow, yeah. 8:55 a.m.
Ooh.
So in what? We're leaving the house in 5 hours.
Oh,
5
my
hours.
God. And you just haven't slept.
That was like,
You must be going mad right now.
no, it's been sound because you're not working, you're away, so you can just take turns apiece and sneaking in little naps. But today was the last day in Ireland, so we were going around seeing as many people as we could. And so, it's been a day, man. But no, I hope, as long as we get to the game tomorrow, I'll be happy. But we land in God's country at 10 a.m., Gary. So
How long's that flight?
45 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's like going to a different state.
Like going to
in the
Boston.
US.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like flying about. You just go up, you come back down again.
The hostesses on Ryanair, they have like sales goals. It's so funny in this flight.
It's ace, isn't it?
It's credit to them, Wiz, for sticking to it, and they're so good at it. I'm not patronising them at all, but they literally have to like sell you everything. But usually they've got like a 2-hour flight to do it in. They get there and go, safety, cool, no worries. As soon as the seatbelt sign is turned off, they're up going, would you want insurance, tickets, credit cards?
Duty
and then
free.
By the time you land in, they're still trying to shift you stuff, and then they're like, it's that short a flight. It's literally up and down.
Yeah. It's like JetBlue last night. It's like the credit card thing. It's like, just shut up and get me out of here.
It doesn't matter. But listen, it's not them, is it? They're not the ones fucking choosing to do this in terms of from the top. But no, I'm excited, gutted about the game on Sunday, which was just bananas to me. But we won't lead with me. We'll lead with Gareth, as always.
Do we have to lead with me?
I think we have to.
I think so. It's good because we get all the negativity and like the get off my lawn stuff out the way, and then we.
It's mad, isn't it? Right. So I said this the other day. If you were to say to us in the midst of all that absolute carnage in November, by after Christmas we'd have been on a 7, maybe even 8 game unbeaten run by now, you'd have ripped someone's hand off, wouldn't you? But then if you find out that unbeaten run has got 4 draws in it, you're just like, we are hard to watch, you know. Like I went to Wolves on the 27th. We won 2-1. Vert scored his first goal. When he scored the goal, you're like, right, okay, we're going to roll these now. Yeah. And then sure enough, we come out off a corner. 7 minutes into the second half, Canate blows his assignment again. They get a tap in. But we look, I never thought I'd say this, but we look just out of ideas. Teams back off us, they drop off, they smash 10 people behind the ball, they play basically 30 yards from their goal, and once we get to that point, we try and be too technical, too cute, and then we just get it, and then they're gone. And then they get silly things like free kicks and corners and throw-ins, and then we're just struggling. And I never thought I'd say this one as well, like Frimpong playing as a right winger almost looks like one of the brightest sparks for us.
Yeah.
100%. Every time he's come off the bench.
Yeah. Like against
creates
Wolves.
Some chaos.
He started against Wolves and he made, I think he set up the first goal for Gravenberch.
Yep.
And just by getting it and sheer just like, and he's fast as well. I didn't realise how quick he was. Just by getting past somebody. Whereas on the other side, you've got Kirkes, who he's just not good enough. And
what was Jamie Carragher's?
Oh my God, what was it?
Oh, he's Darwin Nunez at left back.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's not good enough. Like, and it's even the Leeds game. Like we starting, he just feels more comfortable when you start certain players. Even the Leeds game, Frimpong came on and caused trouble. Like he just does something that he's got something that other people don't have.
He set the Gakpo goal up.
He did,
right?
Yeah.
He's just, and so he set up 2 goals there in 2 games. Like he's got something about him, that little bit of something. And it's almost like we are so structured, so rigid when we get to that point. We're looking for something, but I'm not 100% sure what it is, but we're looking for something to do in that final third. But it very, very rarely comes off. When it does come off, it looks good. Like there's little give and goes and little drops and sets and round the corners. There's been a couple of them, yeah. There was one the other week against someone, and you're like, fucking hell, if that had gone in, it'd been brilliant. But it's too. You're trying to force it too much instead of like just go past someone and put a ball in the box. Like the other day, Andy Robertson put one in against Leeds, and there was no one anywhere near it, and then the ball went on the other way, and Frimpong put a ball in and he did it for the Fulham game, I think, didn't he? Didn't he fizz a ball across the box? Against Fulham. So like that, you need stuff like that sometimes, just a little bit of chance, a little bit of danger, but we're trying to be too cute, and I don't know how long it's going to last. And the only reason we're getting goals is because we have got some good players. Like Wirtz is a good player. Ekatiké's good.
But now he's injured.
Yeah.
So that's got a shelf life, isn't it? At least under Klopp, we had a plan. It was like, get the ball forward as fast as possible and then just do whatever, go mental in the final third and create something. Now it's like ball, build up, and it's too slow and everyone knows it's coming. And then it's like, right, if you just, like what Sunderland did against us, if you just stay compact and stay tight, they will not be able to break you down. And we can't do it. And it's same thing, Fulham, same thing.
That's why I kind of like interrupted you a little bit, saying like, when were you playing this like free flowing football? Because when I'm watching, you've got Ekatike, who's scored, and he's phenomenal. He's getting you out of jail so many times, and then the other goals are kind of like, the Wirtz goal was like ugly, right? So there's no like, I'm not seeing, and I don't watch every full game. I more or less watch the highlights.
It's coming from breakdowns. The goals are coming from breakdowns from the other team.
Yeah,
like you look at the Sunderland one where he's pinged it. And we're set up in a way that we can get to it. I don't know if we're playing overly high pressing though either. But we're just
I noticed that last game. You're letting them come on to you, which lets them get the ball to the left, which lets them ping a ball into Canate, and then you do that 3 times, you're going to get an opportunity, you know. But yeah, I think the goals you're scoring is individual brilliance in my mind, rather than like organised football. Gravenberch, Curtis Jones, and McAllister are great footballers individually. You put them together and it is a little beige, isn't it? There's not a ton of spark there. And then you've got Soboslai playing out right, which we've said on this pod a few times. It's a little bit unusual. But I do think Wirtz is starting to get his feet. He's a great footballer. You don't forget.
But his starting position is too out of the way for me. Like, he's starting him on the left and he's drifting in.
Yeah.
It's not the answer. He has to play in the
That
middle.
allows everyone to pack it in, right?
Yeah.
Because there's no one out there on the left.
He's not pacey. He gets the ball in the middle. That's when he's not rinsing people. He did once, to be honest. There was a clip of the left, and look at the attributes. And then left wing.
Your sound's struggling here, by the way.
It's almost like, you know what it sounds like, Anthony? It sounds like you're cursing and it's just beeping out.
Yeah, it sounds like it's beeping you out.
Every half word. You're like, motherfucker.
It's doing it now.
We got to keep this in. This is incredible. Maybe we need a lip reader on this show. Are you doing it through your phone?
Yeah, trying. Is that better?
That is much better.
Yeah,
cool.
I can still hear it. It's a bit echoey, but it's all right. Make do with what we've got. Just getting you is good enough. But yeah, I don't disagree.
Literally in a field. I'm in an actual field. If you look out that window, there's like
black.
There's sheep and cows and stuff like that. Like I'm in a field at midnight. Oh, just for context.
No, it's all right. But yeah, I don't know. I think we're going to get absolutely walloped on Thursday.
Who's this?
Arsenal. I think we'll get walloped.
Arsenal looks good right now, and honestly, their B team would probably beat you guys right now.
They're winning games. They torched Villa at Christmas. They beat Brighton. They battered Villa. They won 4-1 against Villa, and they were great. And then they dug a 3-2 out against Bournemouth the other day as well. And City stumbled. I'm just like, oh, is this one of these where maybe this is just the Christmas run? But people have dropped points. Even we've dropped points, and we're still fourth. Like, we'd have been right in there if we'd have won the last 2 games. But
well,
horrible, isn't it?
Let me tell you who hasn't dropped points in the last 2 weeks, and that would be Newcastle. Let's listen. Just want to give a shout out to. I'll keep this short because I know there's not too many Newcastle fans probably listening, but let's just say Lewis Miley right back. The experiment's worked. It has worked. The kid is just an absolute star. Hometown kid too. I'm telling you, we lost Livramento. He went down with an injury. Trippier went down with an injury. Lewis Miley, they moved him from the midfield to right back, and he set up Bruno's goal. That was the first goal in the game. Like, I think he had 100% completion on his passes. He won all of his duels. Just absolutely bossing. It's like having a midfielder being able to, play right back. Kind of like Szoboszlai, how they've used him a bit. It's just like, get your best players on the pitch, and they'll figure it out. But I thought they had an awesome game plan against Crystal Palace. They had Gordon and Murphy just so wide, and Crystal Palace kind of had no idea how to deal with it. But still, tough game. But listen, a nice little 2-0, beat Burnley the week before. It's interesting. Vissa's got a goal in his first start, but it's interesting. The last 2 games, they've, Vissa over my guy of Ultimata. I'd love to actually see them play together. I think that'd be a perfect matchup with Vissa. He's just he's that guy that just hangs around the goal. And he's not going to get the prettiest goals, but he's going to get those little knock-ins.
Yeah. They're creeping up, aren't they? They're 9th now, and they're 2 points off 5th. I know.
And Chelsea, I mean, they had a nice little draw, but they could fall off, too. I don't see them, Man United just sacked their manager. Brentford might be a wagon. I don't know. Maybe Anthony can tell us more about that.
It's not Brentford. It's one lad. He's just an absolute beast.
Thiago. What a signing.
Just a beast. He's just terrifying. And we got beat by a better player. And we went, someone said it, I saw a clip from an Everton fan online the other day saying Moyes tends to flap it when he's got too many options, when he hasn't got any options, and he has to get creative with the pieces he's got to make the recipes better. And I think that was we just absolutely hammered Notts Forest away. And he said it was the best performance he had since he took over, and he changed the entire team. Wedge Michael Keane back in when he wasn't fit. I'm talking about an unfit Michael Keane you're wedging into a team against one of the prolific strikers in the Premier League. And it showed. And we had an off night, right? First goal, give the ball away. Tarkowski gives the ball away, tried to pass to O'Brien, went to them, blah, blah, blah. We didn't play well. 2 strikers up front look like a fucking Make-A-Wish campaign. They just look like they're just on the field because they've won a bet or something. It's bad. And everyone's sympathy cheering them like it's a rec game. Oh my God, Beto scored. Yeah. you're not good enough. And I don't know. There's a few things with Everton at the minute where I'm like, it's so Jekyll and Hyde. You can go to Forest and have that unreal performance, and then you can play at home and get absolutely spanked. We went in 1-0 at half time. It could have been 3-0 at half time. We were there for the taking, and ultimately we got took. But the question was about Brentford. They look all right, but it's a thin squad. You know, they're not bringing anything off the bench, and so if Thiago goes out, their season's over. And to your point with Newcastle, when Whistle was playing, it looked like Isak was up there. The runs, the pace, the run off the shoulder, like you were so much more mobile, which I didn't realise how like that works so much better in your system with those fast wingers.
Yeah.
Walter Mardy comes down and gets the ball, and he's a great footballer. But I think Wissa just completely filled that gap that you were looking for, and you just could have got more. You looked like last year.
Yeah, it's starting to click, and I think that the thing they got to just worry about right now, we got some injuries on the back end. That, luckily we've got a Fabian Schär that we can bring off the bench, and this guy Malathiao who scored also in the game. He's probably been the signing of the summer, $30 million from AC Milan, center back.
Man.
And him and Voltemata are really good friends, both on the German national team. So
Joe Linton looked good as well the weekend.
Yeah, he was pissed off because he's been left out for the last few games, but I think there's just been. I think Eddie Howe just went, I got to go back to my original. And listen, the Lewis Miley was playing over him. Now they're like, hey, let me get my 4 best players. Let me get 4 guys out there. Instead of trying to pigeonhole someone in at right back, let's play Lewis Miley out there and get our solidified midfield out there.
Yeah. Now he's looked good. You look good. Look like old school Newcastle. Everton hit and miss. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little bit nervous for Wednesday. Like it's going into a Wolves game now. And
what do you mean? You're gonna be there in like 8 hours, right?
I'll be in Liverpool.
More nervous about the flight than the match.
I'm nervous about both.
What are your thoughts on the viral video that the guy yelling at everyone for leaving at 2-0, actually 3-0, and he's like,
and he goes, what is it? He goes, it's 3-0, mate. He goes, what? And he goes, well, I'm going as well.
I haven't seen it.
It's good, yeah.
Wi-Fi out here.
Oh, it's been shared to you. It's been shared.
Yeah, you did send it.
Here is not an instant thing you have access to. It's shocking, but no, I'm nervous. I'm nervous to get on the plane. I'm nervous to go to the game, and I think the fans thing can turn quickly sometimes. And
I guess like maybe transition a little bit. What about Manchester United?
I don't get this whole thing. Same with Chelsea. This coach thing, like in Amorim's obviously wanting to be a manager. It's clear that that's not all the focus now has gone on Jason Wilcox, who's the director of football or sporting operations at United. Chelsea seem to be doing the same thing. Liverpool have done it. Like it's almost like the club wants control back now. They don't want a manager. Nobody wants a manager anymore, right? I mean, think about it. In the Premier League, how many managers are there now? Pep?
Do you think that's why Klopp left?
Oh, I mean... Yeah.
Like there was just too much meddling, and he was just like, enough, I can't.
Well, I mean, it's not obvious. It's obvious, isn't it? Michael Edwards, Liverpool. I'm not bringing this back to Liverpool, but like Michael Edwards left, then Klopp announced his retirement, and Michael Edwards came back.
Yeah.
Like, and now all of a sudden we've got a head coach, which is going to cause problems because it might get to the point where Liverpool pull the plug on him, and I never thought I'd say it, but the way we're playing at the moment, I wouldn't be surprised. I hate to say it because it's not the Liverpool way to do things, I don't think, but I don't know. With United,
a lot of these head coaches like to talk back, though. A
well,
lot of them.
Amorim. Have you seen who's been linked with United today?
Ollie.
Michael Carrick.
Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. What do you think? Like, just leave Darren Fletcher in there till the end of the season.
Yeah. No, but honestly, I think right when he came out with those comments, I was like, this guy is gone. He
was like, he goes, I know I'm toast, so I'm just going to say it.
Yep. Did you see him dapping up the paparazzi, too, when he was leaving, too?
Big smile on his face, big payout.
Big smile, big payout. He'll get a new job somewhere else. Someone will give him another shot. But, man, it is a mess over there. And I could see a tumble there because they are missing their guys that AFCON right now. Like, they're missing, their team is not good. They played like crap the last 2 games. And honestly, like, they're another one that just, like, they have no identity whatsoever. Yeah. And I feel like they just kind of square peg in a round hole. They tried to fit it. They tried to make it work, and it just didn't.
But you know what the mad thing is about it again? Like, 2 teams have just fired their manager. One of the teams is 5th. The other one is 6th. They've got the same amount of points. and they are 3 points off fourth, and they both sacked the managers. Maresca must have been the same thing. He brought in Liam Rossinia.
Yeah.
Like, have you seen some of the? I haven't seen these yet, but someone told me look at the videos of his team talks. Because apparently,
I thought he was talking to a bunch of kids.
Yeah, I think like I've heard it's comedy. Like, and you imagine that, like an Enzo Fernandez talking, Liam Rossinia talking to him. But that's just another one. He was at Strasbourg, and Strasbourg's a Chelsea, owned club.
Do you think it's the puppet thing? Where they just want to have someone as a
Yeah, they want a puppet.
Honest to God, I seriously think this is the way that it is now. I think clubs just want someone who they can work.
Yeah.
And I think Pep's probably the last one.
And Sir David, yeah.
Yeah, Moyes probably as well. No, you're right.
Moisey wouldn't take it. He's at an age now where he's like, fucking.
And Dodgy.
Well, what's the point? Yeah, exactly.
Sean.
I mean,
Sure, you're not stating
You're not telling Sean what to do.
no, but I just feel like there's and people will like it. There'll be fume, won't there? There'll be fume if people go Arteta. I'm like, I don't know, mate.
Emre, no, I think Arteta could have a few strings on him. I think Emre, you'd be hard pressed to push him a little bit.
But I think that's why things are probably that's why it's working. Sometimes there's a lot to be said, like this old school kind of, patriarch of the club, like looks after everything, has his hand in everything, understands everything. Klopp was like that at Liverpool. Slot is not like that. He's a coach. United probably just want a coach. But like the fact that only Gunnar Solskjaer's throwing his hat in the ring, like fuck off, mate, will you? Like,
well, who'd you go to then? Where'd you go?
Well, I'd go Fletcher or Carrick till the end of the season. Give him a chance.
At the end of the season, yeah.
That's what I mean.
No, that's
and then
what
they'll
they're
go
do.
for someone after the World Cup. They're going to go Pochettino
Tuchel.
or Tuchel after the World Cup. That'll be the play. But because if they bring someone in now, too much as well. You don't want them going to United, do you?
We should be good.
But again, will the same thing happen? Because if you've got someone like Jason Wilcox, who's by all accounts has caused murder, not caused murder, but like give them something to think about, in the meeting. Or he's had a chat with Amorim, like what's his role in it? Like why is he there? What's his job to do? If someone like Tuchel comes in and says, this is exactly what I want to do, and there you go, no. We'll stick it up your ass then, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do the job.
They backed Amorim that much that they let him get away with selling big players and like got through the shit, and then he says a bit of sass over Christmas when we've all had a bit too much Baileys, and then fuck him off. I don't know.
You can see some of them though. There was some of the comments have been building for a while.
Do you think they bring Rashford back?
Well, he's on loan, isn't he?
He's on loan, yeah, and I know Barcelona always has money problems, so they're probably not going to be able to afford him.
I mean, what a treat that is, right? You get the job at United after the summer, and there's Marcus fucking Rashford walking through the door.
Especially after a big World Cup.
And Kobe Mainu
on his shoulder. Yeah.
Oh, Kobe Mainu's got to be the
Have you seen the videos?
Guy.
Have you seen those videos today? Kobe Mainu,
driving to training.
Working out, like waking up to the news that Amorim's been sacked, and it's just like some fella dancing around. Yeah, they're good as well.
I mean, also, if you look at Man United's games coming up, he probably wanted to get out of there before I think they've got Man City and Arsenal coming up in the next 3.
Yeah, they do. They got Burnley away, then they got City, then Arsenal. Yeah, it's going to be
get out before the bloodbath.
Yeah.
But still, it's who knows what's going to happen with them. Everyone's up in the air.
Yeah.
But Villa dropped off, but Villa got beat by a good Arsenal team. But then they managed to rally a little bit.
Yeah.
Won games. City stumbled there. You got 0-0 at Sunderland, and then a last-minute, 94th minute equaliser against Chelsea.
But Chelsea, that was coming, that game. Chelsea, the second half, hadn't
Chelsea, yeah, they look good in the second half.
Yeah. So, it's Arsenal's for the taking, isn't it now?
Yeah.
It really is.
It's getting to that point where...
Man City lost both their center backs.
Yeah.
For Gvardiol's done for the season. Diaz is done for 6 weeks. John Stones, I don't think, is fit. They don't trust that one guy I'm not even going to try and pronounce his name, but they are probably now a factor in Mark Gahey. Like, that could be a club because they just signed Semenyo today. Pep's not going to have one of his last hurrahs ended because he's got no center backs.
Yeah, we need a full transfer pod because I want to chat about that in detail. But who needs what? Like the Liverpool one doesn't need to be spoken about. We've spoken about it every single week. But I think my confidence in City has waned a little bit because unless Haaland comes out and he's flying, they're not that dangerous. There isn't really a number. Foden's okay, but there isn't really a lad to bring in off the bench who scares you, you know.
I think Crystal Palace is about to get raided. They've lost 4 out of their last 5.
Well, he's
They're
another
about
one,
to get raided. I think Mateta's going to end up at Manchester United.
Yeah.
I think Gay's going to end up at Man City, Liverpool, one of those clubs. And I think that there is going to be a serious raid. I think Adam Wharton's going to get raided by somewhere. Like, he wants to play in the World Cup. Like, are you going to get there being the guy at Crystal Palace and getting beat every week? Like,
that's what's so sad about clubs like that, because they lose that manager and they lose that crop of players, and you're looking at a Wolves scenario next year.
And Eze goes to Arsenal, and he hasn't played a minute in the last 3 games.
No.
Like, Odegaard's really... I think that's what happened, though. They brought in Eze, and Odegaard, who was playing like shit, now has raised his game back up to like his prime, and he's actually healthy now, too. He's got absolutely no right foot, though. It's hilarious. Like, there's so many clips of him trying to, like... You know, he would have a clear shot if he just used his right foot and he just crosses it into the left, block shot or like taken away from him. He has no right foot, but he is playing, like, some of his passes are like sublime. Like, it really is. And Declan Rice is playing probably best midfielder in the Premier League right now easily, which is awesome for you guys leading into a World Cup. He seems like he is just on a roll.
I got one for Leeds because we don't really talk about Leeds that much. Leeds unbeaten in 7. 2, I mean, granted, 5 of them are draws, but
but they'll take every point you can get. Take it.
They are 8 points clear of relegation zone now with a game in hand. I mean, granted, the game in hand is against you lot tomorrow at St James's.
But wasn't it a big like tactical shift? Like, didn't they move to like a 5 at the back, or they did something and then it has clicked for them?
Yeah, it's changed. It's changed. Have you seen the Calvert-Lewin stat that's been doing the rounds?
No.
So when I was at home, well, I think it might have presented itself before I came home, but it was on the telly while I was there. And just by pure luck, when he scored against Sunderland, it was from that same spot. So Calvert-Lewin's goal map is the furthest one is the dot is the penalty spot because he scored a pen against someone. And then every other goal is just in a straight line down the middle of the goal until you get into the 6-yard box. So the point being, like, he's always in the right spot.
Why did he ever leave? Why did Everton ever let him go?
I think he just went stale, didn't he? He was injuries, he was in and out the team, he was injured, he couldn't get himself together. Sometimes people just need a change, don't they?
Because they would love to have him right now.
Well, that's the funny thing. It's the ironic thing, isn't it? He's been at death's door for Everton for ages, and now all of a sudden he's banging him in for Leeds. What's he got now, 10?
Yeah,
it's crazy.
I think something like that. He's just been revitalized, though. Like, it really has been impressive. And listen, they've got a little bit of the thing rolling right now. I mean, in the last 5, like you said, they have, 1 win and 4 draws. But, like, you just keep stacking points every game and not lose, like, you're going to stay up.
Yeah, they'll be. I mean, listen, they're halfway through the season and they've got over 20 points, which, you know what? You can't see teams you can't see Wolves winning a lot of games. Probably can't see Burnley winning a lot of games. West Ham look like they're in absolute turmoil.
Crystal Palace is in turmoil right now.
There's a couple of teams that are sliding. Like there's a bit of a gap between them and Palace. Like Bournemouth are 15th, and everyone was raving about Bournemouth at the beginning of the season.
Do you think their manager could be in play for Man United?
I think they're more likely to go for Glasner than they are Areola.
Yeah.
Packwood, I've just lost signal on everything. He just texted then.
You should be like, it's probably because you're in a basement.
Well, he's in a shed in the west of Ireland, so he's got no chance. But let's see if we get him back in a little bit. But how did your bets come in? Have you been doing much gambling since?
No, I would say, you know what? I've been doing some. It hasn't been going great. I actually did. You know what I did though? I've hit a couple of goal scorers. I've hit a couple of, that has helped because, like, there's just been some, like, I hit one on, like, Bruno Guimaraes. He was, like, plus 500 to score, and he scored in the last 2 games. Like, and I've used him as shot as target, but I just have not hit the parlays. There's just one leg I just don't end up hitting every one, but I've hit some good goal scorer bets, betting some guys with some good odds. So that's where I've been kind of hitting one of those, and then, get 5 parlays out of that bet.
Yeah.
So it's like that's where I think I'll cook something up for this Friday though. But I need to be a little bit of break. Florida's tough. It's tough to.
Well, it's a funny time of year as well, though, isn't it? Like and you know the three game weeks since we last spoke, and there's another one currently going on now. It's all over the place, isn't it?
It is crazy though, the January, because they talk about how like the table can just flip because there's so many games in such a short period of time that someone could be flying. Crystal Palace was flying at the beginning of the season. Some of these other teams, Sunderland's one that like they're starting to dip a little bit, but they're not losing games. Like they're getting a lot of draws.
Arsenal have got some tasty games, to be fair. Arsenal have got, they've got us, which I really do think we'll get battered there.
They're going to be playing United at one point, right?
They're going to be playing United on the end of the month. You know what, actually, I'm full of shit, aren't I, really? The only thing I would say about Liverpool is Arsenal won't be as compact against us. So we might have a chance to sort of get after them a little bit, but there's so many injuries that we've got. And Gakpo played up front the other day, and we'll see. We'll see what happens. I really hope we don't. I take a point all day, but I just don't know if we can do it. But Arsenal, they've got a couple. Then there's Champions League games in there. Then they've got to go to Leeds. Then there's like the North London derby. But now all of a sudden you're in March, and they're starting to run out of games.
Yeah, I actually think I kind of like Newcastle's got a couple winnable ones in the league. They've got Leeds, then Bournemouth. Then they play. Actually, it's Man City. Bournemouth's in the FA Cup. Then we play Man City in the League Cup semifinal. But then we've got Wolves. Then we've got Aston Villa, PSG, Liverpool, Man City.
Oh my God,
that's a run right there. That is a run.
Hey, listen, I just don't see. I hate to say it, I just don't see where our rhythm comes from. I think there's no rhythm at the moment or anything. Like, no one really knows how we're supposed to be doing things. The injuries that are happening.
I think you guys really miss Trent as well.
I think we miss Luis Diaz.
Yeah, well, he is. I mean, because he's still tearing it up. I mean, he's actually probably, now that he gets more space, he probably has taken his level up. And the amount of attraction that, the amount of attention that, I can't believe I said attraction there. The amount of attention that Harry Kane takes, he never played with a guy like that up front. He always had Darwin Nunez, like Jota. These guys are good players, but like they're not a Harry Kane where it's like, wait, we got to really fit. And Harry Kane also is a really, really good passer of the ball too. Like he can drop back a little bit, let Diaz run on the wing there, and you could definitely see them missing that. And I also think too, it's just like the continuity at the back. Like those four guys played for a while. I know Konate was, he wasn't there forever with like the other three guys, but they had that continuity every single week. They had that back four in that championship season. And then you had a guy like Joe Gomez who could fill in.
Yeah, it's that transition, but we've just got to aim to be top four at the end of it. That's
get through
the
this
biggest
season,
thing.
Be top four. Maybe you guys make a run in. Well, you guys are out of one of the cups, right?
Yeah, we're dumped out of it. We're out of the EFL Cup. We got beat by Palace. We played a team of We played a team of kids with poor Joe Gomez at centre back, hung out to dry with. It was him and one of our midfielders played centre back with him, and he's just like, "What are you doing?" So we don't. He's just texted me now, said, "You crack on without me." But I wasn't going to go into the predictions because the week's already up. But what I was going to say to you was, if you were to pick 3 players that you would take at Newcastle this transfer window,
who
would they be?
Well, I mean, I don't think I know we were rumored with him before the season, but I think there's too many suitors. But Mark Gahey would be my number one pick. I think we have a need. Dan Burns out. Sven Botman's hurt. Fabian Schar's just old. I mean, he's old, and you get some of these fast, quick center forwards, and he can't keep up with them. So he's a player that I think I really, really like. I don't know too many like guys coming from other conferences, different stuff like that, but
take Elliot Anderson back.
Yeah, I would, but I don't think that they're going to let him go because they need to stay up, and I think that's a problem. Like, and it sucks because he would be awesome because I do think that Joe Linton's getting a little bit up there in age and just the way that he plays, and it's tough. Like you notice it, and you start to see it out there, and you thought Jacob Ramsey, Joe Willock, these guys are going to be the answer for that, but Jacob Ramsey has not clicked at all. And, Alonga really hasn't clicked too, so I know he's going to Man City, but Semenyo would have been perfect. Like, we would have loved him on the wing. He would have gotten, he would probably start at right wing every match, him, Gordon, and they'd, rotate Wissa and Voltamata, but those are probably two names. I know Semenyo's already gone, but I'm trying to think if there's anyone off the top of my head.
What's the deal with Anderson?
We don't need a striker.
What's the deal with Anderson? What is he? You sold him to Forest?
Yeah, it was for financial fair play.
And is there any sort of buyback on him?
I don't know. You see a lot of rumors about that, but I don't know what's actually true on X. I really don't. And even articles you try and read, it's like, oh, there's a buyback clause, there's this clause, but I don't think they're selling him for anything under $100 million, and I don't think that would just be bad business to do something like that, to bring a guy like that back.
Yeah, you sell him for X amount to get him off the books, and then you buy him back for more, which kills you even more with financial fair play.
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple guys on Brighton, like that Baliba on Brighton, that midfielder. He's just got so much speed, and I just know Eddie Howe loves guys with speed. And some of the other players don't have that. Not the most fleet of foot on Newcastle, but they've got some serious speed. And Bruno Guimaraes is playing out of his mind right now, and he is just his passing, his goal. He's got 7. He leads him and Voltamata lead the team in goals, and that's awesome from your central midfield player. But
yeah,
he's playing at such a high level. But I don't want to lose him though. That's the other thing too. Is like he's going to get that taste again of Champions League football, and he's going to want to keep that. Well, if Newcastle doesn't get up there and get in a fighting position, that's a guy that, hey, maybe end of the season he's looking at Man City. Maybe at the end of the season he's getting looked at by Barcelona or Real Madrid. Like, who wouldn't blame him? Yeah,
true. I don't even know who we're going to get. I still think, I've got a feeling we're going to get some different centre-back. They got linked with the guy from Club Bruges, the big Ecuadorian lad.
Yeah. I just think sometimes those guys take time, though. And it's like, it sounds like they're, trying to have a quick fix, though.
Yeah. I just hope they don't sign Ozan Kabak. I don't know if you remember him. He signed for Liverpool a couple of years ago. Just an absolute... We signed him on loan.
Ozan Kabak, what a name.
We signed him from... I can't remember where we signed him from. We signed him on loan, and he played a couple of games and got absolutely raided by a team.
Yeah.
And then we never saw him again.
Well, if you think about the positions you guys need to sign, you need to sign right now you would need a striker because both those guys are out injured, but you can't sign one because you already have $200 million plus invested in that position. Yeah. You guys probably need a winger.
I'd say a winger and a centre back.
Yeah, I think that's where Gravenberch. He's set. He should be written in pen every day in the starting 11. I think McAllister I think is really good. I think Szoboszlai is really good. So I don't think you need to mess with the midfielders. I think you look at the wing and it's like we're one injury away again of just being like, whew, we are in a tough spot. Now they've had to move Gakpo off the wing to number 9. So
yeah, and we're not getting Semenyo because he's gone. He's off the table. So it's like, who else are you going to get now? I don't know. I think Liverpool are going to be more like bargain basement shopping. I don't think they're going to go for a big player. They're just not. They're going to see if they can take a chance on someone.
And I think that's a smart move. I think it's like, listen, the way that the league is, you guys are going to probably still finish top 4. You're going to get Salah back. He seems to be ripping it up at AFCON right now.
Scored again, didn't he?
Yeah. So I think you guys will get him back. I think... Listen, if it doesn't work with Slot, I mean, he'd probably love that. That'd probably make him happier.
Yeah.
But I think he'll come back with a little bit of a better attitude. I don't think it left that bad, but who knows? You come back and things are tense. Like, it could get bad, but I think you guys miss him right now.
Like, I mean, we could certainly do with him. That's the ironic thing, isn't it? But, yeah, I know.
There's just so many games right now. It just doesn't... the timing's really bad.
I know. Well, we'll see tomorrow, won't we?
Yeah, we will.
And then we'll get back next week. Hopefully, Anthony's got a bit better Wi-Fi next week, and we should be putting pray for Anthony hashtags all over everything. All right, nice one.